Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming out tonight. Just a quick program change. Due to sickness amongst some of the players, the Artisan Trombone Quartet, I should have practiced this, the Artisan Trombone Quartet will not be opening up with Toccata and Fugue. Also, we will not be performing the Oogie Boogie song due to sickness, unless anyone in the audience can cover that. No? It's all good. So first, I am Danica Richardson. I would like to welcome you to our concert. This is the Rocket City Bones. This is our Tromboween concert. I would also like to thank everyone who's with the First Christian Church for allowing us to perform in their amazing sanctuary. It was very kind of them. All right, so the first piece we are going to perform tonight is called Masters of the Universe. And it was written by Bear McCreary in 2024. When our arranger, who is part of our ensemble back here, Patrick, first heard this music, he knew he wanted to play this. But before he made this version, he did check around online to see if anyone else had made an arrangement for trombones, and he just couldn't find anything out there. So he rushed to make this trombone choir arrangement because it sounded, in his words, so freaking cool. So, with that, I would like to welcome you, and here's Masters of the Universe. Right, now while they're moving around, our next piece We'll be moving along suddenly, and you will hear it slow down to a stop. Okay? Then enter another section of the tune that will go on for a short bit, and then a section that will be slow, come to a halt before entering another section. This back and forth allows the life and death of Knight Arthur in the extremely difficult video game called Ghosts and Goblins. The death of Arthur is a very arcade-like trial and error approach where dying is a constant part of the learning process. So we will see if we can make it through without any unnecessary fatalities. All right, so our next piece is called The Day of Wrath. This was written by one of our very own, I don't know where he's at. Oh, there he is, in the Flintstone shirt, okay? Don Boyer, and I think he has a few things to say about this composition.
I had thought I would, but
No? Do you want to say anything? I could read the program note.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this piece this is his program note, so these are his words. This is for 8 trombones and bass trombone, and is a somewhat free setting of the first half of the Latin sequence known as Dies Irae. The text of Dies Irae describes the day of wrath when all will be judged. The melody has been used by composers for centuries, particularly in requiem masses, but also in other forms of classical music. In this setting, the wrathful sounds are preceded by more pastoral melody, reminding us that the end will come unexpectedly. This music returns to the original melody near the end. So yes, you will hear a nice chorale section, beautiful, turning into this uneasy, wrathful Dies Irae. Before we move on to our next selection and give these guys a chance to move some instruments around, I would like to talk about the trombone family a little bit. We have 4 different types of trombones on the stage with us tonight. And this next song, Your Trombonist Harry, features our alto trombones. So if our altos could kind of lift up just a little bit. So they are one of the smallest members of the trombone family. Not the smallest. We do have others. But in this case, they are smaller, and they could play a little bit higher. So I don't know if you guys want to play a quick lick, if one of you, real fast, so we can hear it. Awesome. So as you can see, it's a little bit higher of a sound for our traditional trombone. So moving on to Harry Potter, right? I don't think you can get through a Halloween concert without playing some Harry Potter music. So one of our favorite composers when it comes to Halloween is Danny Elfman, which we could get to a little bit later. We're going to hear a little bit more about him. But other film composers are just as recognizable, and they have just as many works. But, you know, the big one is perhaps John Williams. We all know John Williams. He wrote music for this particular film. I think it's called Harry Potter. But I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with those films. Right. But one of our very own, Nathan Daniel, if he wants to wave real fast.
Internationally acclaimed.
Created this arrangement that he titles, You're a Trombonist, Harry.
Thank you, Hermione.
You're very welcome. Hermione's not a All right. I hope you all enjoyed that trip to Hogwarts. I know I did. Okay. So while we are moving around, this next piece was originally composed in 1989 by Konami Kukeiha Club for Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. By any chance, how many people out there have played any Castlevania games? Anyone? I see 1, 2, 3. We can make a club. Well, in this particular game, we have the tune Clockwork, and this particular arrangement has 2 soloists. So it's an amazing piece of music that sounds like a Bach fugue. So if any of you are familiar with Bach's style of music, it's going to be very fugal. Think toccata and fugue almost, right? Personally, these are words from our composer, Patrick over here. He says, personally, I have listened to so many covers of this piece in styles that range from jazz to heavy metal. As with several other pieces that we have performed this evening, we have corrected them by having them performed by trombones, as God intended. So for this one, we have 2 soloists, and we're going to talk about the next 2 members of our trombone family. So we have Mr. David Paff here on tenor trombone. He's our soloist on tenor trombone, which is the trombone that most of us are familiar with. If you want to play just a quick lick, hold it up. Nice, thank you. So the tenor trombone is what most of the choir is playing on, but then we also have our solo bass trombone being played by Patrick Sullivan. So if you want to give us a demonstration of bass bone. So this is one of the lowest members of our family. We have one more, but we're going to hold off on that one. So we hope you enjoy Clockwork from Castlevania 3. Awesome. So as you see, we have a lot of soloists tonight. We've had quite a few, but that one was double solo. Before we get on to our next song, I know I did promise Danny Elfman, but hold on. I want to talk about the lowest member on stage that we have today for our next song, and that would be our contrabass trombone. Ooh, ah. Can you give us a quick demo of what that might sound like? You can try. Oh, yeah. So that one could go low. So you'll hear this one in our next selection of Beetlejuice, which is by Danny Elfman. Woo! So in 1988, Danny Elfman wrote a different piece of music for a movie named Beetlejuice, and we're just going to jump right into this one.
Don't say it 3 times.
So for our next piece, this is called Spooky, Scary Skeletons. It was written by Andrew Gold in 1996 for his album, Halloween Howls. And I kind of remember listening to this album when I was a kid. I love this song. This is probably my favorite Halloween song, next to Oogie Boogie, which, sad. Not tonight. All right. This song also features a Disney sing-along video that came out in 1998. Who knew? But really, it gained popularity in the 2010s on the internet with YouTube and TikTok, so most likely you have heard spooky, scary skeletons. We hope you enjoy. All right, we have one last tune for you tonight. But before we get going with that one, we would like to give another huge thanks to the First Christian Church for having us here and for helping us with Tromboween. We would also like to thank Musicology School of Music for allowing us to rehearse in their Huntsville location each week. Without them, this would not happen. However, we cannot end a concert without letting you know that you and all of the trombone players in your life can be part of this collection of misfits, okay? Even they let me, and I am not a trombone player, I'm a flute player. I just love trombone. So,
We're irresistible.
they are. They're a pretty fun group. So if you know somebody who plays trombone or wants to get back into playing trombone, we do have another concert coming up. That would be our Christmas concert, Trombone Christmas, which I hear is a blast, right? Yeah.
It is.
It's
over 50 trombones.
Over 50 trombones, I hear. So that's a lot of trombones. So if you know any trombone players who want to join, we are at Musicology Saturdays, 10 a.m. If you're interested, you could also come and talk to us after the concert, or reach out through our website, which is www.rocketcitybones.org, and also through our Facebook and Instagram pages. So I would like to have if the arranger wants to say anything about Witchcraft.
Sure, it's an old standard song that a lot of people know, Witchcraft, but it's blended together with Chopin's Funeral March because I thought that was appropriate for a Halloween concert.
So we're going to end on a spooky note tonight. We hope you enjoy Witchcraft, and once again, thank you for coming out and seeing us. And we are the Rocket City Bones.
Thank you.